Beauty 2014, and I am splitting it up into 3 segments. Today's video is going to be all about face products, complexion products, things of that nature. And then next week will be best of eyes, and then the week after that we'll wrap it up with best of lips. I wanted to split it up so these videos don't get too long. There's tons of these videos being posted right now, so I wanted to do something. I wanted to get these out for you, but I also wanted to keep them a little on the shorter side so you don't feel overwhelmed when you're watching. So before I start, I know you guys will ask, what is on my lips is the Stila Stay All Day in number 4 Aria. I absolutely love this, so if you appreciate a lip like this, I highly, highly recommend it. Start with the order in which I would apply my makeup. So first and foremost is always 2 products, because without a really good skincare routine, we're not going to have nice complexion in which we can apply makeup to. So 2 products that I absolutely swear by. The first one, you guys have heard me talk about these before. These are the magic pads. You get 50 pads per container for $19.95. I'll link the website below. These things are awesome. They have changed my skin. I've talked about them before. They've appeared in Friday favorites, monthly favorites. I still use these. I absolutely love them. They are a traditional pad, you know, similar to like a Noxzema or Clearasil pad, but they are just, they have a nice, they're not ultra fragrant, but they have a nice clean scent to them. Gentle daily exfoliating pad that are going to help treat blemishes and unnecessary signs of aging. Basically, you take a pad and you sweep it over your entire face. So after I get out of the shower and I've washed my face, this is the next thing I would apply. So this, in my skincare routine, replaces like a toner. I absolutely love these. These have glycolic acid and hyaluronic acid, in case you're wondering. Again, $19.95 for 50. I cannot live without these. They are like the best discovery of 2014. And did I mention that? These are all products that I discovered in 2014, so maybe I should preface that. The next item is the Reviva Labs 10% glycolic acid. I get mine at Ulta. There's also a 5%. Here is what it looks like. It's just a nice thick cream. After I use the magic pads and I've let it soak into my skin about 1 to 2 minutes, I then go in with this glycolic acid cream. Before my moisturizer, I take a tiny, tiny bit and I really work it into my skin. You will feel a slight tingling sensation, but that's absolutely normal. That's why I apply a nighttime cream, just because the tingling, I have sensitive skin and I don't really prefer it. But it's a really, really nice product. It has that 10% glycolic acid. It's going to exfoliate your skin fast. Really, really love these. In the winter, because my skin is or tends to be more dry, I really cut back on how much of this I use. I maybe, instead of using it every night, kick it down to maybe like 2 to 3 times a week, depending on my skincare, you know, my skin concerns for the week. But I really, really like this, and I will say that my complexion in 2014 got better solely because of these 2 gems. 2014 was a year of primers for me. My skin most of the year is combination, you know, normal to oily, and so I struggled with finding primers that really, really worked with my skin type. So I have 2 traditional primers and then one that's really not a primer, but I consider it a primer. The first one I want to talk to you about is the one that I used for the majority of 2014, and this is the Mally Perfect Prep Primer. I've talked about this stuff before. Here's what it looks like. Very interesting texture. It's kind of bouncy, but it's got slipped to it. It's just a really, really nice product. You need the tiniest bit I love this in the spring and summer. When I use this, it keeps my oil at bay, but it also doesn't make me look too matte where I look like a cake face. I don't know. It just smooths over my pores and just, works beautifully. If you're oily and you struggle with primers that have too much slip because they make you look more oily, I highly recommend trying this because although it has slip to it, I find that it doesn't create too much shine where I look like a grease ball. I really, really like it. Again, a little bit of this goes a long way, and I will never be without it. Rachel K Original CC Cream. Here is what it looks like. It has a little bit of a pink tint to it, but there is just something about this that does magic to your skin. I let it soak in 2 to 3 minutes before I continue with any other face products, and when I use this, I feel that my makeup goes on better, it looks better, it wears better throughout the day, and it's definitely more long wearing. I got mine, I don't know if I mentioned it, but Lisa D1 still sells these on her website. I will link it below if you're interested. I highly recommend it. Third item I want to share with you, I use it as a primer, although you can set it with powder and then, call it a day, which I've done before. It is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Redness. I've talked about this before on my channel, Friday favorites, monthly favorites. This product is dynamite. As you can see, I've used quite a bit. I use this each and every day when I'm wearing makeup. Even sometimes if I'm not going for a full glam look, I will use this to cover up any redness. And just with the Rachel K CC cream for just a quick look is amazing. And this stuff is really, really thick. You need the tiniest bit. Like, it covers beautifully. It covers up redness. If you struggle with rosacea or any kind of dryness that causes redness, this is your guy because it just does wonders. I suffer from severe redness around my nose, especially in the winter when it's so dry, and this has been a godsend. Even if you have a breakout, a blemish, something that your concealer just isn't covering up, take a little bit of this, dab it on, and then cover it with your foundation, and it'll be like it's not even there. It Cosmetics does it right when it comes to face products, and I'm just blown away. I can't believe I went so long without a product like this in my life. It's just really, really great at neutralizing that redness and color correcting. Definitely. Moving on to foundation. I only had one when I was looking at my stash, and it is the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream with Anti-Aging Hydrating Serum and SPF 50. I love this. I am wearing it today, and it is beautiful. This just, because it worked for me in the spring and summer, I didn't think it was going to be something that was going to work for me in the winter when I'm more dry. Wrong. This stuff is amazing. And I've really, really been struggling the past few weeks with my skin, and I put this on and it just really livened up my skin. It made it look radiant. It made it look glowing. It didn't stick to any dry patches. It has great, great coverage, especially if you like to set your foundation. This is a really, really nice product. I love that it comes with the pump top. You get quite a bit of product, and it's just amazing, especially in the spring and summer when we tend to be out in the sun more with the SPF 50. And I'm normally extremely sensitive to products with sunscreen, and this does not bother me. I am in the shade medium for reference, which I thought this would be too dark for me, but it actually works really, really nice. So the It Cosmetics CC Cream. Powders. The ongoing search for powders for me has finally stopped. If I never try another powder for the rest of my life, I would be okay with that. And it sucks because I haven't used these for the majority of 2014, but I was constantly switching powders and trying something different. And when I discovered these two products, it was it for me. I put the rest away and I haven't touched them since. The first one is the Makeup Forever Duo Matte Powder Foundation. I do use this as a setting powder. I'm in the shade 202. Let me tell you, this stuff is amazing. I absolutely love it. If you have oily skin and you struggle with a powder that doesn't leave you looking super cake face, this is a really good product. I find too that when I use it, I have to touch up less in the summer months when I'm more oily, because this just has a really nice matte finish. But although it makes you look matte, it doesn't make you look cakey or flat. I just really like it. I like how it wears. I like how it's packaged. I just really enjoy the product. And then the second is the Laura Mercier Mineral Powder in Real Sand. I'm not one for loose powders. I hate them. I despise them. But this little ditty right here has changed my life. I am definitely more than halfway done with this. I will repurchase in the future. It is my holy grail. And I kind of went a little out of order. I got excited. I skipped right over concealer. Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I had tried this sometime, was it late 2013, early this year, and I just was like, I don't love it, and I think it's how I was applying it. So I had some and I returned it, and then I was using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, which if you've been with me for a while, you know that I really like that product. Before I was using the Sigma Tapered Kabuki Brush and blending it out, and I thought, you know what, let me try a beauty blender and see how it works. Hands down, I can't. I just can't. I have the medium one Custard to conceal and the light to vanilla to highlight. I just really like the product. It's creamy, it's radiant, it gives you a glow, it doesn't make you look flat under your eyes. I hate that when you use a concealer and it just makes you look like flat. I feel like it looks a little more tired. Your eyes will look a little more tired. So I'm really happy with these, and I won't be buying any more concealers because these work for me, and why ruin a good thing? And I feel like so non-original, but it's unoriginal. It's the MAC Emphasize and the Anastasia banana powder. I really like these two separately. I also like mixing them. It kind of just depends on my mood. Sometimes I'll just set with the banana powder and call it a day. Sometimes I'll just set with the Emphasize and call it a day. It all depends on the look I'm going for. Most days I mix them together and set. If I'm going for a really dramatic look, I will take the banana powder and kind of set this area right here and then go over it with the Emphasize right close to my under eye area. And I just find that this has a little bit of, I don't want to say shimmer to it because it's not like it has a nice sheen to it, a slight sheen to it. So I find that just gives my under eye area a little extra brightness and a little extra life. So I really like those. So the struggle for bronzers for me is real. I have the Anastasia contour kit. I have the Smashbox Suntan matte bronzer. I have several of the MAC contour powders. I'm just really having a hard time with finding something that I like. So I didn't want to include a bronzer or a contour powder just for the sake of including one. So I didn't. And now with blush, I can't pick just one because there isn't one that to me has just stood out for the year, because I'm constantly switching things up and constantly changing it up, that I didn't feel right throwing some in here just to talk about them. There is one powder though that I have used that I used a ton in 2014, and I used it as a contour powder, a bronzer, and a blush, and it is the Benefit blush in Dallas. Mine was like this, and I just cut the back off so that it goes like that. As you can see, I've hit pan on it. I absolutely love this. It's a very interesting shade. You can use it as a, here it is right there. You can use it as a contour. You can use it as a bronzer to warm up your face. You can also use it as a blush. I'm wearing it today. I really, really love this. It's a great versatile product, multi-use product. It's just really, really, really nice. I know Benefit's box blushes can be a little on the pricey side, but you're technically getting a contour powder, a bronzer, and a blush in one. It will last you stinking forever. I think I hit pan on this in the summer, and I still have quite a bit of product. So a couple more things. Highlighters. You guys know I love my highlighters. I love a BAM highlight. Like, the shinier, the better, the more sheen, the better, the glow. Like, I want it all. However, I have three standouts. I have three standouts from the year. The first being the MAC MSF in Perfect Topping. Here is what it looks like. This was a re-release earlier in the year. I got it. I'm wearing it today. I got it and I fell in love with it. It is just the perfect highlight. It suits a lot of skin tones. I obviously don't feel guilty about talking about it right now because MAC currently has a collection. I think it's called The Lightness of Being or something like that, and they did re-release Perfect Topping. Now, there are rumors that it's slightly different than this one, but it's pretty close. So if you missed out on it when it was re-released earlier in 2014, now might be a good time to grab it. I feel like you guys have probably heard this a ton, but it is the Becca highlights. The two that stand out for me are Opal and Moonstone. Opal, you're getting more of that rosy gold shade, and then here is Moonstone where you're getting that nice beige champagne shade. So here is Moonstone. If you like there it is right there. If you like a heavy highlight, these are definitely for you. Beautiful product. They're just super soft and easy to work with. They give you such a beautiful glow. Definitely two of my favorite highlighters. I want to talk to you guys about makeup sprays, and then I have 3 brushes I want to share with you. Believe it or not, 2014 was the very first time that I ever tried MAC Fix Plus, and I used it in the form of this little tiny travel. I've since purchased a full size, but it was one of those things that so many people talked about, and I was like, really, is it that amazing, or is it just everybody loves it because like one person talked about it and then so everybody loved it? But I tried it. I love it. I do not use this as a setting powder, as a setting spray. I use it more as a finishing spray. So once I do my face makeup, I'll spray this to kind of take away that powdery look, and then I'll go on and apply the rest of my makeup. Now I use the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set as my setting spray. Jackie had gifted this to me a while ago, and I only have this much left. I love this stuff. It's super affordable. I personally find that it works just as good as any other setting spray out on the market, and I've tried Urban Decay, I've tried Scandinavia, I've tried NYX, I've tried all kinds of setting sprays, and this by far is my absolute favorite, and I'm so glad I discovered it. Oh, I love it. 3 brushes that I feel are life-changing and worth mentioning. I don't know where I was on the e.l.f. train. I just never tried a lot of e.l.f. stuff, and it wasn't until I had become friends with Jackie this year, and she loves e.l.f. and swears by it, and she has gifted me some things, and I had placed an order or whatever, and this is the e.l.f. Slanted Kabuki Brush. I love this thing. This with the Mercier loose mineral powder is life. Life, life, life. It just gives you that beautiful airbrushed finish. It's nice. It's dense without being too dense. It's soft. Affordable. It's just a really, really nice brush. Another brush by e.l.f. is the Small Stipple Brush. Again, where was I when this hit the block? I have no freaking clue. But this with the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Redness is amazing. I just dip this into the correcting cream and then swirl it in the lid to get the excess product. I just buff it into the areas of redness. I just really, really like this. Again, this is affordable. I believe it's $3 from the Studio line. The bristles are nice. It washes nice. It's just a really, really nice product for a really great price point. First I want to talk to you about, and pardon me, it is dirty because I did use it to get ready for this video. This is the It Cosmetics Heavenly Lush Complexion Perfection Brush. This is the all over brush, and then this is the conceal brush. It says that it's number 7, so if you need a reference, hold the freaking phone here with this, you guys. I'm not even joking. This with the It Cosmetics CC cream, change your life. If you have the It Cosmetics CC cream, you need this brush. There's just, the CC cream by itself is magical, but when you use it with this brush, it is just like unicorn tears and angel wings and like everything that is good in the world rolled into one and spun into this brush. I don't know. I don't know. That was probably like the cheesiest description, but truth, this, and it's so, so soft. If you haven't tried It Cosmetics brushes, you really, really, really need to do so because they're just beautifully crafted. They're super soft. They wash beautifully. They're just, oh my God, I just love them. I can't get enough. And then this little one right here for concealer is really, really nice. I use my beauty blender with my Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer, but because it's winter and I'm struggling with dry skin, sometimes I find that my makeup will collect around the dry patches around my nose. So before I leave, I kind of just take this brush and buff it out, and then we're good to go. Just a lovely, lovely, lovely product, and definitely, definitely worth mentioning. That wraps it up for my Best of Beauty 2014 for my face products. It's a really nice year for discovering products that really, really work with my skin and finding stuff that I will, that will have a forever home with me, meaning, I'm not going to buy it and put it aside and never use it. These are products that I consider obviously the best of my collection and stuff that I really, really enjoy using. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that was a lot of information to throw at you. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.